I have a unique connection with the honoree, Joe Mirabito, because he is not only my boss, but he is my father. So that is always an interesting dynamic that so far has been a lot of fun, and I've been able to learn a lot in both my personal life and professional life. So yeah, my relationship is he's my boss and he's my father. So I'm going to answer this one kind of twofold. His legacy right now, I think, if you were to look at his accomplishments and what he's done so far, are based around the business, but also overflow into the community in a big way. So through the business, or in the business, he's been able to grow the business exponentially since their generation of kids took it over. We added a convenience store division to our business. We evolved from selling just coal and fuel oil to propane, natural gas, kerosene, any energy product you could need we have now, and gasoline at the convenience store. So it's evolved fairly quickly, if a timeline where it's about 20 years to do all of that and also expand the area that we're in by a lot, much of New York State and into other states now as well, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont. Community part is that through the business, he's been quick to step up into any of the community organizations that in the areas that we're in. When Rotaries or chambers need people to get in there and help the community grow and make sound business decisions, he's always been quick to step up, and some of the titles he's held along the way prove that. So the other thing that's been in the fabric of our business for 85 years now is the sense of giving back. So he's continued that from my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and instilled that in me and my sisters as well. So, over the years, we've given millions of dollars back to charities and or community projects or community events that we want to think are important to the communities we're in and want to be part of.
I think the term legacy, when applied to Joe Mirabito, is right on, spot on, in terms of what he brings to the community and how he came to bring that to the community, because indeed Joe's business experience is really a result of the legacy that they brought forth from his grandfather and his father. Now, I didn't know his grandfather, but I did know his dad pretty well, Tom Mirabito Sr., and this was a guy who was committed to his business, but equally and more importantly, in my estimation, committed to his community and to the people that he served. And I think that's the sense of commitment and mission that Joe has brought to the business as well, and has become a leader for his generation, for his brothers who are in the business and other family members, cousins. And that's really the sense of purpose that he's brought to Mirabito.
Okay. Joe Mirabito's legacy to me is hard for me to say right now, and I'd rather not, because I think the best is yet to come with Joe. He's only 54 years old, and he's got a whole lot more to do, and I totally believe if we did this interview in another 10 years, I would have a whole lot even more to offer. Joe's just so passionate about the oil industry in general and growing the family business that all the people that see him day to day and week to week, they can sense that from him, and it makes whatever your job is, it makes you want to perform it the best you can.
Well, one of the things that he's done, as I mentioned earlier, we're into our 4th generation now, and Joe's been able to take all the family aspect of a company and weave it into the organization as it's continued to grow through now what turns out to be multi-state operations of including convenience stores and all kinds of fuel distribution. And it's really fun to watch how it's been going and then seeing the next generation prosper. But Joe has been the person behind it all.
When I think of Joe Mirabito, I really think of passion, because I think that's what he brings to the table in his business, and you need that kind of passion and commitment in order to grow a business the way he has. I mean, this is a company that started as a fuel oil company, has grown to encompass convenience stores, and over the years had other elements of the business, some of which are still there, some of which have come and gone, but all of which have been successful. And I think the decisions that they've made have all been decisions that have been driven by the passion that they have for this company. But that passion is not only manifested in their business, it's also manifested in the manner in which they relate to the community that they serve. And frankly, that's where I've really seen them. I don't do business with Mirabito Fuel or Mirabito or any of the Mirabito businesses. I do business with them in terms of the way and the manner in which they relate to their community. And one specific instance I can relate is that the hospital in Sydney, New York, there was a hospital there known as the hospital actually for many years, and that hospital began experiencing financial difficulties and actually had to close. And this was a tremendous blow to the community, as you can well imagine, both from the standpoint of healthcare availability in the community and also to the business in the community, the businesses in the community, including Mirabito. And Joe was on the phone to me right away. We had known each other for a number of years, and all he focused on was how we can bring a hospital back to this community. And with his assistance and with his drive and persistence, we were able to reopen a facility in that community that's now part of the Bassett Healthcare Network.
I don't think people realize how large of an organization Mirabito's is and how well Joe has done. He's very humble about it, but he has brought a lot of jobs to a lot of families.
Joe's interesting. He has an uncanny ability to be able to put people at ease in all kinds of situations, whether it's dealing with the governor of New York or a person just starting out in their career. You just feel comfortable around him, and he's able to do that.
So I have a little funny thing that is we all pick on him about, and he tries very hard to keep it a secret. He's very superstitious with the energy market. As we all know, it's very price sensitive, tough industry to be in, and the prices can fluctuate 50 cents in an hour on a bad day, you know, in the oil market and the energy market. So he switches pens. He has pens, and he's very superstitious about pens and chairs and office things that he will switch if the market's going the wrong way for, you know. So he's like a closet superstitious person. That's something I and my coworkers know.
So Joe, congratulations on receiving this award. We're all very proud of you. And there's a saying that someone said a long time ago, behind every great man is an even greater woman, and that's certainly the case here. So Rosemary, congratulations to you also.